All right, I almost did this again. Hey guys, I'm not going to do the intro stuff and the countdown anymore. I already did that, but I wasn't live. So it's been a while since I've done this. Um, and no, I am not drunk. There's no longer half in the bag and board, even though those were fun times. But that show is on hiatus for now because I'm not getting any new releases in for the next little while because it was cost me more money, and all the damage and stuff was just so you know deterring, I guess that's the word, that I don't want to be bothered anymore. I've been selling more back issues than anything, so yeah. Maybe in the near future though, I might just cut down and hopefully, sorry about that, get get back into new releases, but be very more selective on what I get. But anyways, yes, as I stated before, but no one heard. I have a stack here of I think 7 books, and we are gonna go through them, look at them, and I'm gonna see what kind of grade they are because we're sending these out to CGC to get graded, and I want to see what kind of grade they might get back, and we'll look on GPA analysis and to see what, or sorry, just GP analysis, and to see what values they are going for right now. And yeah, I think these are there's some nice books in here. Some I should have got sent earlier, but they're yeah, it's you just have all these books you want to send them, but just getting the time to actually send them out sometimes is a pain in the ass because you're sending out comics for customers and stuff like that as well. Um, yeah, so before I start, oh yeah, also I want you guys, if you think I got the grades wrong, or you think you have a better idea what the grade might be, comment down below. Let me know what you think, and when they come back, then we'll do a follow-up video, and that will probably be in about 2 or 3 months, and we'll see what they turn out. And also, I brought up, well, we'll talk about it later, but sometimes the gradings, I'm not too, I think I'm pretty decent, but certain areas of grading, I'm still not 100% on. So I have this is a website called Comic Book Grading Tool, which you kind of you add all the different defects, and it gives you like what they think the grade is. I think it's based off the Overstreet guidebook, which I have at the shop. I didn't bring it here. Anyways, what is this first book we're doing? Left it a mystery, didn't I? It's obviously a Bronze Age, and this one is, oh yes, this is Invaders number 7. This is the first appearance of Baron Blood, and I think it's also the first appearance of Union Jack. But I'll have to check on Key Collector. We'll look that up in a bit. But it's a nice overall book. It's from, what year is this? It's 1976. Good, so we'll fit in the modern tier. Off the bat, there is right, camera's over here. That's the lamp. I don't know if you could see that. Let me zoom in some more. Nope, it's the other way. That's about it. There, right there. You can see there. That's color. Can we focus on here, camera? No. But anyways, there's a color breaking spine stress mark there, and there's a couple of small ones here as well. And also, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little bit of a corner. I don't know if it's a corner tear. Yeah, it looks a bit of a corner tear. There's also a little dent there, but I don't know what that is. Looks like it's machine made. A little bit of color. I don't know if that's color rub or just corner wear right here. I think it's just corner wear. Slight little corner bend there, but I don't know if that's considered an actual corner bend or not. Otherwise, it's very nice. Cover's nice and flat. I gave this a little bit of a press. I worked on. Hello, buddy. Nurgles would come down to say hello. There's okay right here. I don't know if you can see this. Right there, that is what we call production or printer's crease. It's not an actual. It's a manufacturing defect. I think it looks like what it is. Might be wrong though. No, maybe that's an actual break. Shit. All right, so just because of that, there's some more little spine ticks. This could use another pressing for sure. I swear that's a printer's crease. When I first looked at that. Oh no. Yeah, just because of that, I'm guessing this off the bat will be an 8.5 maybe. I might get a 9, but because sometimes a little more forgivable with older books. So I'm gonna be conservative and say 8.5. Now let's try to look it up here. So we'll open GPA analysis, and I think I have Invaders saved on here. Yep. Number 7. So basically what GPA does, it's they get sales data from like eBay and other sources, and then they tell you what the fair market value is based on an average. So like if this was a little bit better, it's a $1,000 book. Don't forget these prices are American and I'm Canadian, so I might say a little more than what it is. Okay, so 8.5. So they're saying okay, so there's no 90-day average here, but the 12-month average is just under 200, and this one is the last sold right here. So last sold was with 220 American. And you can bring this down. You can see a chart. So it's actually going up, right? It started off going up. Average price 150, 225. So 225 was the highest one, and that was in 2001. So there hasn't one been sold. But it's not 30%. No, it's 25. And a 9.2 or 9.0, sorry, is 230. So I hope it comes to 9.0. What's the highest point here? One sold for 363 on June of last year, but it's gone down a little bit. Actually, quite a bit. There's not many copies sold, but that's just for the 9.0. Now here's the breakouts for. Now, if you go to 2022, see how many sold. There's only the one on March 6th. So it's not that long ago, about a month ago. And then, you could actually click on this. It's kind of neat. And it takes you to the actual CGC census, and it lets you tell you where it is. There's no greater notes. I hate it when there's no greater notes. It should always be greater notes. First appearance of Uden Jack. Page quality white, nice, but mine's not like that. So yeah, it's a Jack Kirby cover. I didn't even realize that. So there's that. So that one, it's a nice book. Do you think an 8.5 is worth it? Do you think it's worth slapping that? I don't know. Like the Invaders is kind of a. Captain America's kind of gone. We'll have, some Mariners coming out soon, and also, Human Torch will be coming out soon. So I don't know. Maybe. We'll hold on to this. We'll put that at the bottom of the pile. Let's say like the so far. So what do we say that would be? That would be what was it? That's for 990. but for reset 8.5. So we're looking about, we're probably looking about 200 American. So it's Canadian, that's about 260, I think, 250, 260. So there we go. Oh yeah, I want to show you the comic grading tool I use. So here it is. It's comicbookgradingtool.com. And it just comes to this page and you just add a defect. So for instance, we'll select from the drop down. Where was it? Let's look at the corner rounding. It gives you little pictures, it's a little bit blunty, I think it's more, I don't know if you could that's the thing. I wish the images you can zoom up a little more because it's hard to tell. See if I put it there, so it gives you a 9.2 if that was the only issue. Now you add another issue, and then you add spine stress marks or spine crease. That's more of a spine crease. Single perceptible crease. We'll say I think it's more this one. So we're still under. So we're at the 9.2. Add another defect. And then I'm going to go say, where is printer's crease? 2 inches or less printer's crease. It's still a 9.2. And one more. Hopefully that's a printer's crease and not a fold. But since it didn't change, let's see if we'll add a fold corner crease. All right, so if that was a crease, I think it's more. It's not 40 millimeters, 4 centimeters. No, definitely not those. It wasn't a blunting. The hell's a small? No, I don't think it's that either. So you know what they said? See, it's not several either. It's not multiple. So you know what? We might get a 9.0 out of this book. All right, that's what I'm going to say. Enough of this. I'm going to say it's a 9.0. So we're looking at 230 US. Yes. So 230. So that's about. If it's 202, so it's probably close to $300 Canadian. So yeah, that's good. Anyways, all right. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, let's go to the second book. All right, Avengers. See, I've opened these up quite a bit, so I took them out to clean this crappy old tape. All right, so let's take a look here. This is a very nice book. The key in this one, I think it's the first Gamora. No, I remember when I was pressing, there was like one very small, I don't know if you could see that on here. One very small color. Let's see if we can focus here. Focus. Too far away, maybe. No, anyways. Like right in the middle is one very tiny small. You only see the little color break right in the black there. Even with that, I might still get a 9.8 because everything else seems pretty good. No little divots or dents. The corners are actually pretty sharp. Just a little bit of a bindery tear there, which is not too bad. pretty white. Couple of minor ticks right here. Pages is nice and white. There's Gamora there. It's a nice copy. 1985. I would say I'd be surprised if this doesn't come back as a 9.8, to be honest. Anything lower than 9.6, there's something wrong. But I'm hoping a 9.8. But let's be conservative. I'd say 9.6. So Avengers issue 257. Let's take a look. Where's my mouse? There it is. We'll change screens. Avengers. These are just my save titles on here. Because sometimes when you search, there's like 20 different titles called Avengers. So you just have to find the date for the right one. So 257, I'm going to go all the way down. Right there, 257. All right, let's see. So too bad it wasn't a CPV. Definitely too bad it wasn't CPV. So if I do get 9.8, you're looking at, 9-day average is $430. So that's pretty good. The 9.6 is 187. But then mind you, one just sold this month now for 257. So, might be about average $200 book soon. If a 9.6, but I'm pretty sure I'll get a 9.8. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm saying 9.8. So that's a nice book, 430 US. So that's add another about 120. So 550 Canadian, half a grand. Yeah, that's going to be on the top of the list. All right, what's next? This is more of a more modern book, like even though they're all under technically moderns, but this is more recent, like within the last 10 years, I guess. This is, and now with the hype of all the Disney Plus Star Wars shows, we have Kanan, the Last Padawan, #1, the second printing. You can see that there's a pretty different cover altogether. This one, I'm hoping it'll come back as a 9.8, but I have a feeling it might not. Only because the bottom is a bit of color rub. I don't know how, because these books, I don't know how much they penalize with all this black in the back and the cheap printing of these more modern Marvel books. So I'm guessing, I don't know what it is, color rub. So if we go to our favorite little tool, there we go. Go to comic book grading and remove a lot of these because we're down to a new book. Or just click on that one. There we go. Okay, we had a little bit of a corner blunting, corner rounding, just a tiny bit. So say 9.6. And another defect. And this cover gloss, maybe? No. Abrasion cover wear. See, 9.4. Yeah, it might be a 9.4. Yeah, let's go back to Look for Keenan. Last Padawan, number 1. It's a hot book right now because of first appearance. I can't remember if it's cameo or just first appearance of Sabine Wren and Ezra Bridger. And they're going to be live action in the upcoming Ashoka TV series. So here we go. Second print. See, oh, it's actually gone down in price. Well, this one, 9.4. So for 300 in July of last year, but it's probably gone down. If you got a 9.8 for 155 here, yeah, you know what? I don't think it'll be this much. I should still get a slab. I think it's a lower print run than the first edition. That's what, and the cover changed makes it. It's a big difference. So it's 9.4. You know what? There's another resource we could check, and that is one of my other favorite websites to use is Cover Price. Should be logged in already. Yes. I'm gonna go Canon. Number 1. Six variants. There we go, second print. And they also have, and they can actually, it tells you, so there's 2 sold. See, that 118, that's more probably what it is. But they still only, yeah, unless it's a 9.8. Yeah, this is probably, I might put this one at the very bottom now. I don't think that one is going to be a prime. I'm just going to send in what, I think 5 of them for now. Money's a little bit tight for me. My wife, she lost her salon, which is awful. And yeah, so there's been a lot of financial burden lately. But anyways, enough of my sob story. But yeah, so I'm only going to send in 5. And Android, my faithful companion on the half bagged and board, he is going to send some stuff in too. So we're going to send them together. We did that last time as well. So I was going to grab some fluid. And yeah, hopefully, and I'm going to sell these ones off right away. Because there's some books personally that I want to get slab for myself and not to sell. All right, the next one, the tape broke on it, which is nice. So I don't have to worry about that. I don't like these really, I don't know, these Mylar bags. I know people love them, but I don't know, it just seems a little too thin and crinkly. This is Todd McFarlane, classic cover, Spider-Man number 13, newsstand edition. And this is a perfect book. This one's just as good as that Avengers. So if I don't get a 9.8 on this one, I'd be really, really upset. And because it's a newsstand, like it doesn't even have any color rub. I don't think this matters. Sometimes gets this little crackiness, but I don't think that counts. To me, this is a perfect book. Like nothing. You don't see any bends or Like if this even came back as a 9.9, to be honest, part of me wouldn't be surprised. You know, I'm not expecting it because I never. This is a classic art, McFarlane art here. Morbius. Well, too bad about the Morbius movie. I'm just gonna wait till video for that one. But yeah, so this is a nice one. A newsstand too, like I said. In this good condition. This, in fact, normally this book is like an okay book. Like you probably get like raw $20 for it, maybe, because of the newsstand. And in this good condition. Well, let's just find out before I. So this is definitely a 9.8. Yeah, like I said. Do you think it's a 9.8? If you don't think it's a 9.8, let me know below. But I told there's nothing. I didn't even see one little thing on it. Where is Spider-Man? There it is. Excuse me. Number 13. Hopefully it has newsstand prices because sometimes they don't. All right. I see. 9.8. Here we go. Newsstand edition. So it's gone down a little bit. But the last one sold for 300. So that was pretty good. So 300 Canadian. So American, that would be about 390, 375, 390. So that definitely will be number 2. All right. Well, what's the next one? How many books is that? Is that 4 books? Yeah, I guess that is 4 books. All right. I forget what this one is. I didn't take the table. Oh, right. What If? Classic What If. First appearance is Jane Foster as Thor. Not the story, but there's still. This is books going a lot more than the other one. Now it's a square bound. So we don't have any spine ticks really. If anything, it's production. So we more have to look at corners and creases. And I don't see a tiny bit there. Is it a little? I don't know if you can see that. I wish I had a better lighting setup here. And focus. Why does it why won't this focus? Maybe because it's too close? I don't know. I wonder if I actually do it this way. Oops. What's going on? How about this way? Hello? There we go. That's much better. I was in the wrong fucking thing. Sorry, my language, but I was. Sorry, I gotta quit this. Popped up. All right. Hopefully it recorded though. So yeah. Don't know if you could see that there. There's also a little bit, but that might be production related right there. These corners are okay. That one's a little blunted. And the back side here. This is the only part I couldn't figure out. Like, I couldn't get that. It was too close to the spine. So that might cause an issue there. Like, I don't know if that's a gluing issue or what. It's too close. Can I even fix that? Like, I couldn't get underneath it, so I might have to just leave it and see how it comes back as. And these things, I don't think you can. I would say this probably come back as a 9.2. Just this part that kind of. I think it's production. The pages are nice. Make sure there's a stamp. There's value stamp. Always check to make sure if you have an older book in the 70s. Well, this is 80s though, I think. Yeah, must be 1980. No, 78. Make sure there is a value stamp in the back. And these things called value stamps are just like a little printed stamp. It's not like something that's separate, just printed on the page. And people used to cut them out. Oh. Okay, never mind. What? Is that an error? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, no. And there's no. Yeah, I would say 9.2 on this one. Maybe 9.4? We're going with conservative values, unless know for sure. Oops. What am I doing? Bring the board out. Lazy bum. There we go. Almost became an 8.5. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Analyze prices. Time is 11. Half an hour. It's not bad. Oh, analyze prices. All the way down. What if number 10? And we said, was it 9.2? So 9.2, $250. So yeah, that's okay. Actually, it's not that bad. Yeah, 250, so that's like over 300 Canadian. So I will. That will go third. So just below the Spider-Man and just above the Invaders. All right, two more books. The last one, I know which it is. I know what both of these are. I didn't need it. All right, let's do them together. So we got Marvel Spotlight number 28, the English price variance, UK price variance, and Amazing Fantasy number 15, the first appearance of Amadeus Cho. Well, let's do Marvel Spotlight number 28. Yes, I did pay $100 Canadian for it back a few years ago. This is a pretty decent book. Now, I don't think I'll get a 9. I think the most I will get on this one is an 8.5. So this is the first solo story of the night. I should have had this pressed already because of the show. But, I mean, not pressed, submitted. But it's nice white pages. No value stamp. See, there's the only thing I think is might be 8.5 right there. Oops. Of course you can't see anything. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, folks. Here we go. Guess you didn't see the this one. So yeah, he's still a surprise. No, because I already said it. Never mind. Yeah, so UK price variance of Marvel Spotlight number 28. Cover's pretty nice, but there is some spine ticks. I see 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 4 or 5 color breakers, all in the dark areas, of course. I know I had issues on the bottom here. don't know if you could see that. There's a little bit of slight damage and right there. Might be even a printer's crease right there. I don't know if that's color rub or if that's just a printing issue because you can on the black there it's a little. I don't know if you can see it. Speckly. Staples are more underneath than they should be. That's definitely production, but I might get punished for that. Slight little bend there, and there's a corner. You can sort of see it there. I try to get this out as much as I can, but I think the fibers are just too broken for it. So I think this would be an 8.5 at the very, very most. Put that down there. It is a UK variant, which is you don't see that often. So, but the thing is that unlike other price variants, Australian price variants and Canadian price variants seem to be more demand than UK ones for some reason. I'm not sure why. Excuse me. What number is that again? 28. So what did I say? 8.5? Let's take a look. 8.5. Okay, here we go. 8.5. UK variants. Oh, one sold recently in January for nearly $500. That's pretty good. Okay, so they are getting a little more. I looked at some of the other ones and the prices weren't that much. Yeah, because I thought it might have been a 9.2 originally. And but a 9.2 regular one, I think was like, okay. You could go for a lot more. But I think it's an 8.5. So yeah, so that's like, I think that's top of the pile now. So for approximately 480, what is that in Canadian? So times that by 1.25. Let's bring up a calculator. Do I have a calculator? Yes, I do. So is that 478 times that by 1.25? It's almost $600. I like it. So yeah, but we all know what the big. Again, you didn't see the prices. Sorry, I am forgetting to share this with you. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay, so here we go. We think it's an 8.5, and one sold in January of this year for $478, and an 8.0 sold recently for $338. It's gone down a little bit, and a 9.2 sold for $800 last year. So I think 8.5. So yeah, 478. Now, this is probably. I hope this comes back as a 9.8. I really do. Because this book, it's pretty good. Sorry, my hand's in the way there. When I first got it, there's a big like dent right in there. Now you can't even, there's a little bit, like it's still kind of a little bit, see it right there. But I managed to get a lot of that out. The only thing, there's a bit of a color blunting there. So I might only get a 9.6 out of this. And then there's this little crunch here on this corner, which sucks. So hopefully no less than a 9.6. Well, you never know. I was hoping it's getting 9.8, but I don't think I will. I think I'll get 9.6. Whoopsie. So I just got to do a quick little message here. The wifey. Now let's go. No, you need to, before we can do that, you need to actually see the screen. Almost remember this time. What we're looking, Amazing Fantasy. 2004. Number 15. All right. So, like I said, I wish it was a 9.8. It's $2,000. But it's not. So we're looking at 9.6 here. And it's not a newsstand. I wish it was a fucking newsstand. So 9.6, you're looking at about $500. It's gone down a little bit. So, but still the highest value book out of these. So, yes. We'll bring this back over here. So, order of top value downwards is pretty close for number 1 and 2. But Amazing Fantasy just slightly beats out if I get the 9.6. So, here we got Amazing Fantasy. I got Marvel Spotlight. Then we got Avengers 257. First Gamora. Then we got the newsstand, Spider-Man 13. See, newsstand. And you can also tell. No, we can't. To be honest, can't always tell because there was some, like the first few issues of this run will have the CGC logo on there, which usually you see that only on newsstands. But on 1, 2, 3, I think it's 1, 2, and 3, we'll have the CC logo, but we'll still have the spider head or whatever down here. It wasn't a UPC code. So I don't know what they did with that is. Saw some other books like that too. I forget which ones, but so that one, and then What If. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these will probably go in the next batch, but these ones I want to get done for sure. What do you guys think? You think my grades were approximate or pretty close? Like I said, leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I know I'm very new to this. I've messed up so many times before, and I'm not even drunk. But yeah, I'm going to get back into live stream. Now, I was going to do painting as well, but I decided not to the last second because this is already taken up, it's almost 45 minutes right now. If the first bloody half of it worked, because I realized I didn't put the camera in actual camera, like a video mode. I had it in camera mode. So hopefully that was still okay. But anyways, yeah, again, comment below. Let me know what you think. And we'll see in a couple of months, maybe, hopefully. Depends what time we get these sent out. I'd like to get them sent out next week. We'll see if Android is ready for his. I don't know what he has. Maybe we'll do a video when he brings his down, and we'll do this similar thing. And yeah, like and subscribe, and thanks, and have a good night.